Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at HBAR, which is currently down 1%. We have reclaimed a bit of the losses we got yesterday from this huge wick, which shows us that there is buyers stepping in. Although we did see this, extremely large wick, which is like 4 times bigger than this wick, which shows buyers are stepping in. We did continue to dump. However, the dump did slow down quite heavily. So what's going to happen today and just throughout the week? Well, we're going to jump into that in just a second. But before we do, I want to ask you guys to check out the Discord down below. It'll be the first link there. You can see on the screen right now just how many trades our members are winning from copying our trades. It's absolutely insane. Make sure you join up. So back to HBAR. Now overall we have a DCA level set here at 18 cents, which got hit yesterday. Our first entry point was somewhere around here for 22, so that's already in play. We have an order block right here which got mitigated from this wick and now has been mitigated again from this wick. However, we still have some depth to go into it. This is merely a tap we still have to fill, so we can potentially head down lower to like 16-17 cents right here. But the main thing is that we were prepared for the crash. A lot of people, instead of trying to dollar cost average in, they would just set one entry point here or one entry point somewhere higher up or lower, and it won't get hit, or it will get hit and will continue to dump, and then they won't have any more capital. Instead, what we did was we set one level here, and we have another level at 11 to 12 cents right here. So we're still prepared for the worst if the crash does continue to happen. However, if we do start to see a reversal, we get some great catalysts, then we're also prepared for that as we're already in the position. And I think that's the best way to go about investing and spot trading. You want to have multiple levels where you're taking profit, multiple levels where you're buying in, and they should all be one of the three main things, which is an optimistic target, a median target, and a pessimistic target. So our pessimistic target here is 12 cents. Worst case scenario, if the market continues to dump, then it continues to dump and we get filled in at 12 cents. We have a median target, if the market slightly dumps, we're here at 18, and if it's really prime and we're optimistic, then we're here at 22 cents. The same thing goes for price targets. So the price targets we have on HBAR, if we go from the second entry point now, because we filled that, you can just target the highs, and that's already going to be just over a 2x. So the risk to reward is really good here. The highs are really achievable. It's obviously a 2x away, but we've already been there at the start of 2025, and the main catalyst here, or the main catalyst just to drive us up to really the mid 20 cents area, was obviously Trump. However, now we have a way bigger catalyst and more catalysts really brewing in HBAR in specific. One of those catalysts, which is quite bullish but not extremely bullish, as we have an even more bullish one which I'll talk about in a second, is obviously the fact that HBAR ETF is going to be coming relatively soon, as long as the SEC approves it. That's what we talked about in the previous HBAR video. So once that gets approved, we'll obviously see a slight pump. It won't be anything major like a 2, 3, 5x, but it will still be a relatively good move up, maybe 10% up, 15% up, who knows. But that will essentially start the momentum that we need to carry on going up. The second major catalyst works for the entire crypto market, and specifically Bitcoin and Ethereum probably, but overall the entire market, and that's going to be the crypto reserve. So if you remember a few weeks ago, once Trump came into office, they started to begin talks of a crypto reserve happening, and I think that's, on Polymarket, it's like a 46% chance of happening. So obviously that will increase as time moves on, but overall I think the chances are quite good, especially now that we have a pro-crypto SEC, a pro-crypto president, and we also have an SEC task force, about to set some regulations in for crypto. And regulations are needed. A lot of people will think that the regulations are, going to dismantle crypto and it's going to start to fall, but I think the contrary. We need some regulations to happen, especially in the meme coin sector with Solana, meme coins, and previously what happened with Ethereum NFTs. It ropes in the bad sort of capital into crypto. A lot of new traders and overall degens will start buying into these meme coins, NFTs, whatever the main hype is at that point, and then they lose all their money because eventually all of that stuff crumbles, as it's just a hype fest for people to make very quick money and lose very quick money. So once those regulations come in and it becomes harder for people to make meme coins, harder for people to make these NFTs and whatever the hype train is at that point, we're going to see a lot more capital flow into more utility based coins. People are going to start doing a lot more research. It'll sort of go back to 21, 18 sort of era where we obviously had some sort of hype going on for a specific sector, but overall you'd see a lot of great utility based coins pumping up, which is essentially what crypto is. You know, all the companies that can't really launch on the stock market or that want to be more decentralized, they launch a coin, and that sort of works as its shares. So that's the way crypto should be, in my opinion. And obviously then we have some currency based coins like Doge, Bitcoin, whatever. But once that does start happening, obviously capital will flow massively into these altcoins, maybe even Bitcoin and Ethereum also, and then you'll see these actually pump up and us have way stronger alt seasons. But not just that, maybe we won't even need seasons in the future, and maybe when the entire market's pumping up, the entire market will be pumping up evenly. So I think that's quite important as well for the future. Regardless, so we also need to take a look at Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. Dominance is up 1% today. Bitcoin is slightly falling down. However, it has came back up since the wick down yesterday to like 86k. This is a strong support right here. We don't want to break this, although we may. You know, if we break this support here at 1.618, then chances are we're most likely going to fall to 74,000, roughly around here. Again, this is just the next support area. Maybe on the weekly we have two fair value gaps, so maybe we'll be able to find some support there as we tumble down to 74. But overall, that's the next target if we do break. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we're able to find some buyers and we're able to start an accumulation phase here. The main thing is, you know, we've been talking about this area for a long time, and we were even talking about it really when we were right here, somewhere around here, and how we need to fill this sort of box that we have, because there's a lot of accumulations here that need to get filled for us to head higher. We have now filled it with this massive wick. However, it's obviously based from a negative catalyst, and that negative catalyst was the tariffs yesterday. So it will be interesting to see whether those buyers are still here and whether they're still going to be stepping in. The main buyers should be hedge funds right now, and you know, flowing into the ETF. ETH as well approaching its major support hit yesterday here at like 2.3k, you know, 2.2k. These hedge funds were investing in the ETF when, you know, Ethereum was at like 3.3, 3.4k, 3.8k, 2.8k, so they're still down. So if we were buying at, you know, the levels here at 2.6, 2.5, 2.4, we're essentially beating the hedge funds right now. And obviously we don't know their full trading strategies and how they're going to be buying and how they're, you know, buying and selling and how long they're going to hold for. But regardless, if we're just able to hold as long as they are, because again, we can see their outflows, you know, they had very minimal outflows, like 5 million up to 10 million, and their inflows are huge, 100 million, 150, 200 million. So if we're just able to wait until they start flowing out, then we can do the same, because now it's all public information. And the same goes for Bitcoin. You know, there's not been any major outflows yet on the ETF, so we're just going to wait, see how they respond. Again, they usually know best, but they also usually don't, so it'll be interesting to see what they're going to be doing as well. Back to HBAR, so that's what we're going to be waiting for. Essentially still having our DCA level set. We hope for the best, but again, even if we tumble down to 11-12 cents, once we head back to the highs, it's going to be a 3.4, you know, 4x maybe, as we head slightly higher as well. The previous all-time high from the lowest DCA level we have, that's nearly a 5x, which is insane. You know, it's absolutely huge. So yeah, that looks all pretty good right now. Another thing to remember is we're in a better state now than we were, you know, a few months ago, a year ago. So yeah, if you were still trading and investing back then, just remember, you know, how it was when it looked like the entire crypto market was dead. HBAR was 4 cents, Bitcoin was 15, 20,000. It's insane. You know, to survive a crash like that, it's really something else. So anyone that was in that sort of space there, then yeah, this is, although you can still feel this, it's very minimal compared to that. So yeah, just remember what, you know, you should have done here if you didn't, which is buying the lows, keeping capital reserved for when we go even lower, if we go even lower, and don't get too greedy when we do rise up. You know, HBAR went from 4 cents to nearly 40 cents. Oh, it did go to 40 cents. It's 10x. It's crazy. Anyone that didn't sell, you know, you're absurd. We're still at 5x now, so if you want to sell a bit, be my guest. But yeah, for those that didn't and that having to buy in now, just have some capital preserved for 12, 18, 22 cents. You know, those 2 entries already hit, so now we just preserve for 12 and we just wait until we get some catalyst and we can ride it out. That's the main thing to do. Buy the lows when everybody's selling, nobody wants to buy. Just wait for some catalyst to come about and then you can sell. So yeah, that's my strategy. That's what I like to do. And if you did find this video helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to be copying my trades every single day, then check out the Discord down below. And if you need an actual place to trade cryptocurrency for the lowest fees and the best sign up bonuses, then check out all the exchanges I'm working with down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.